Hey guys, I have a very special unboxing that I've been looking forward to for a long time today. And I got my buddy T. Stevie's here, Thomas Stevens, my favorite swordsman, sitting next to me because the unboxing that we're going to do is something special and related to this guy. And I'll probably be making a video about it, like a separate video about it on the actual Poor Historian YouTube page later. Speaking of, I did an actual Poor Historian video. Wow. As soon as I get around to editing it, which I hate doing, I'll be uploading it, like an actual Poor Historian video. I haven't done that in forever, but that's cool. I also got out to some of my classes at the Swordsmanship Museum and Academy. Not my classes, I mean they're in the museum's classes, but taught by Dan and Ray, each of them, and it was just super cool to be able to see the students, spar with some of them, new and old, and it was great, and I'm so out of practice. It's horrible. Horrible! But I'm just so excited to unbox. I did want to share this Reliving History. I don't know how the hell these guys got my address, but they mailed me a copy of it. Just a sample, which I think is pretty cool. It is all about the 18th century, 1700s, just everything in here. Which is very, like, I don't know the most about the 1700s. It's kind of this weird gray area, but I definitely think it'll be fascinating. So I think it's pretty cool, given that neat shout out. They sent me a $6 issue. I also have this random package that appeared on my door today. I don't know what it is, but it is coming from Ludlow, Illinois, I think. So we'll see what that is before we get to the actual sword. I thought I got everything caught up on all my package shipping, so we will see. Oh my god. Also, I'm very happy to report that things are going well with Corvus cohort planning for the next year or so. Upcoming events. What is this? This is a t-shirt? Did I order a shirt? What? Oh yeah, it is. It's literally a shirt. It's literally a shirt. Never mind, forget that. I thought I bought a dress shirt, but apparently not. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. This is a very unique Civil War sword, and I will explain it in a moment after I find out how the heck to open this and open it safely with a very fragile artifact inside. But as I'm struggling to open this, I'll also chat about Corvus cohort. If you don't know it, it's the reenacting / living history / historical education subsection of the museum. And 2020 put a huge dampener on our events, but we are planning on coming back stronger than ever. Lots of events are working with us and wanting us, so I'm very excited for that to happen, especially some big events like some down in Florida possibly, and also some the big ones here in Michigan, the Holly Renaissance Festival. So I'm very excited to see how those progress. So anyway, let's open this guy. You ready, Thomas? I'm not gonna give him a voice. I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Oh, look at this. Please. Very cool. So, what we have here is a unique Horstman and Sons made non-regulation cavalry sword, and it looks like the tip broke and they reshaped it, and also I'm feeling it feels like they sharpened it and they definitely polished it. But this is very cool for a number of reasons. Specifically, this guy right here, my boy. There's two images of him. One is just a generic civilian image, and then there's this one which I stole from a Google book and then colorized and modified a bit and printed it out. But look at this sword. Okay? Look at that sword. If anyone is familiar with Civil War swords, they will recognize that that is not a standard sword. It is not a Civil War regulation sword, specifically like the Model 1840, Model 1860, a few other random ones. It is a private purchase, which was fairly common, not excessively common, but still fairly common. But it gives me a little bit of insight into this dude and who he was, especially because I'm writing a biography on him and trying to republish his works if I ever get the time. So this is the only identification that I have of what sword Thomas Stevens, a swordsman, chose to wield. So this was a good sword to him, and this looks like a prime candidate for it. And I'll be making, that's pretty much what the video I'll be making is about. Not saying this was his sword, but this was definitely a possibility. I do want to point out a couple cool things about it. One, Thomas Stevens was originally from England. He was actually in the Queen's Guard in the 1830s before coming over to the U.S. And England has a big tradition with pipe-back swords. This sword, while it is, I believe, American, it's Horseman & Sons, and it has U.S., yeah, it's got U.S. engraved on the side, E pluribus unum and all that, but it is a pipe-back American sword, which is very cool. American swords were not pipe-backed. I mean, there might be some I'm not familiar with, some obscure thing, but this is pipe-back, which is an frequently English tradition sword-making design, which is very cool. This is, I just like this, so very much like Thomas Stevens bringing English swordsmanship with a heavy on his own interpretation to the U.S., this is a heavily English-inspired U.S. cavalry sword. Very cool. I'm honestly at a loss for words because this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal, and I'm so happy to have this. I do not know if that is the one that he uses. It looks like it, but there's a few differences, and I'll probably point those out in the video that I make. But the other option would be a Tiffany import sword, which also kind of looks like this, but I'm fairly certain this is probably the one I'm looking for. Any case, I'm so happy to have this. I got to give this a thorough cleaning. Not cleaning, I guess. What do you want to say? I want to look it over. I want to scavenge as much information as I can from this guy. And preserve it as best I can and see if there's anything that might indicate a connection. I do not think this is one sword of this one colonel for the entire war. I don't think this is his. But I'd like to learn about this as much as I can. So in any case, very cool. I'm very happy to have it. Probably not going to see the video I keep referring to on YouTube for a while because I want to put effort into it, but very excited about this guy. So, in any case, I hope you guys are all staying warm. Up here in Michigan, we've got a ton of snow, but looking at the weather, it looks like we're going to be at least above freezing next week. So, stay tuned, guys. I hope you guys are staying safe, and take care.